the fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay while we leave. Stay with me. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have the Does Play 4v4 Pro Series Grand Final here for tonight. We have the two teams. Jangles is God up against Innovate Red. And starting off on this one, we're going to have Stronghold Hardpoint. And we'll see how these teams are going to go through with their Ban and Protect voting. Now, to start off with, it looks like the Vesper's been taken away, which is something we did see a lot at the recent Call of Duty World League qualifiers. We also see the M8 be protected. Not a real surprise there. The Shiva taken away. Rapid Fire also banned, along with Dual Wield, which is something we haven't seen a lot. I believe that was the Dredge banned away, along with a Trip Mine as well. But getting into the Specialist draft, we can have a look at what these teams are going to be able to do with their Specialists here for Hardpoint. Looks like we got Heatwave being picked up by Shox SG. On the other side of things, we got Bryce with the Kinetic Armor. We've got Nero with the Gravity Spikes. Rubiosity is going to take the Scythe and the Annihilator for Poseidon. Gunzel Liam with the Scythe as well. Fakin's going to take the Tempest and the Purifier for Strovsky. So 2 fire breaks on one side, which is interesting. Just a different specialist ability there, the Heatwave and the Purifier. So we'll see how these two teams line up. Once they start editing their Create a Class, let's see how all these players are going to go. I think the Heatwave will be interesting to see how that goes for the team. No Gravity Spikes on the team of Innovate Red, who are on the right of your screen. For those who don't know the teams, Innovate Red will be on your right, and the team of Jangles is God will be on the left side. So, Players just getting their classes set up based on the bans and protects that we did see earlier on. We've got a scythe on both teams, which will be used most likely by the player using the AR and trying to hold those spawns for his team. The Tempest also will be interesting to see what Faken does with that, whether he tries to control some spawns or whether he pushes straight into the hill and just tries to cut off a choke point somewhere in one of the hard points. I'm keen to see how both teams are going to go about this. 5 seconds left to go before the creator class is over. And we can get into editing score streaks. I don't believe any score streaks were banned. So players should be able to just set them up quickly enough and get straight into it. But we're going to be going into the game very, very soon. Obviously, for those who have just joined us, this is the Does Play 4v4 Pro Series Grand Final for tonight. And it will be the teams of Innovate Red up against Jangles is God. Innovate Red will be up the top. Jangles is God down the bottom. As we slowly load in to the first game. Hard point on Stronghold. This will be an interesting one to see which team can get the flank, get control of the house, and hold on to that first hard point there in the middle courtyard here for this one. So we'll get straight into it, and hopefully these teams are ready to go.
Capture the objectives.
As we have both teams pushing towards the middle. Poseidon looks like he's going to be using that M8 with an Annihilator for himself. We'll be able to pick up the first 2 kills nicely as Nero's going to hit back with another one. Faken and Bryce both picking up kills. Strovsky's going to rock that Cuda. And M8 also from Rubiosity with the Scythe. That's what we thought, the AR players using that Scythe. And Shox is going to be using that VMP. So 2 M8s, a Cuda and a VMP so far. On the other side, Pharaoh here for Nero. Bryce is going to take the VMP up top. He's going to try and look for this flank. Didn't decide to go straight in with it. VMP here for Faken as well, as it will be able to find 1 kill. And there's the second one as well. Swapping over to Guns or Liam. He's going to have the M8 for his team with the Scythe. So he's the only one with an AR on his team. 2 ARs on the other side, Poseidon and Rubiosity. Both going to be holding on to those ones at the moment. At the moment, it's Jangles is God who have held on to 24 seconds worth of time over the team of Innovate Red, who are sitting on 4 points at the moment. But Innovate, I believe, have rotated better. Strovsky actually goes down there. Shock's still waiting on the hill, waiting for players to contest him. Knows that there's players around, gets shot through the couch and will go down. Now as they're going to try and push in, Strovsky finds one. You have to reload that Cuda. Does have extended mag, so should be trying to push as much as possible. Not waiting for those reloads as he tries to contest into the hill. As now trying to use the head glitch to his advantage. Rubiosity going to have to back off that one. They have to try and break this hill as a team. They can't be pushing one by one as they do push in. One player gets dropped. That was Shox. Poseidon goes in. He gets one. Gets dropped as well. And the lead is just extending at the moment as Strovsky goes down here in this one. So Rubiosity looking for a kill. He's got the M8. Just going to try and rotate around, get spawns for the next hard point. It does seem, and he's just sitting right at the back. Knows there's going to be players pushing in to take down Guns or Liam there as he sees a couple coming through mid. We'll call that out to his team. One to his left, he goes down. Poseidon dropped on hill. Strovsky has to back off, reload that Cuda, try to throw a grenade out. Did get dropped. Shock's going to take that kill. And Bryce also picking up another one, looking for a second kill. We'll be able to find it, an assist, but goes down there as he does drop. Shock's now on your screen. Let's see what he can do. 4 and 9 at the moment, not having the best game. Will get dropped there by one. Poseidon goes down, so does Strovsky. 73 to 19 now. And the team of Innovate Red just struggling to get here on the board. Rubiosity, I think he's just sitting a little bit too far back for those spawns to be affected. And Poseidon actually does pick up a double kill. Will be able to get away. No, there's going to be players pushing from that side as he does see one more. Will be able to pick up another kill. Can he find the 4th? Yes, he can. Can he find the 5th? He will, and just get taken down. I believe he actually got an assist on that last one. If he got the kill, he would have got his Guardian, but he only got the assist, which meant he didn't get his kill streak. And now he's going to have to be just relying on that Annihilator, as Strovsky's actually watching the back as the Annihilator coming into play. Just watching that backside, and they've definitely come back into it here. The team of Innovate Red, they've picked up a couple of kills. Poseidon going ham with that Annihilator, getting another 2 kills. And now they're back within 20 points. But there is going to be a Scythe overwatching from that top building. Gets taken down from the side. That was fake in there. Gunzel Liam able to push in. Rubiosity still on hill somewhere as he gets taken down. And now the rotations come out. 14 seconds left to go. 87 to 63 as Shocks is pushing all the way around. Strovsky just sitting out the front. Probably should turn, wait for someone to come from behind. There will be one in front. Takes one down. Actually killed his teammate, which isn't what you want to do, as he drops. Poseidon is in the hill, and they're all spawning on the same side. They've only got one door to watch. If they can pick up these kills, it will be huge. Gets taken down. Shocks and Strovsky are both there, and they're picking up kills now. Nice little Heglich cleaning up kills with Akuda here. Has the flamethrower ready to use, the purifier along with that HCXD, as we see Poseidon in hill faking. Also getting taken down there, as there is a sentry gun placed down, but that's not going to help too much. They're just got to try and clear him out of that corner. Ostrovsky picks up one, looking for the second. Can he find the third? Gets the third. There's fourth in front of him. Gets the 4-piece there for Strovsky. Big play there by him, looking for another kill, and they're just cleaning them up, and he's just picking up kill streaks left, right, and center. Another assist will get into his Guardian, but he didn't quite get there, as big plays there by Poseidon and Strovsky to pick up massive amounts of kills on that hill. Goes down now. Rubiosity now has the Scythe available to him. Let's see what he can do with it. Just trying to spin it up. Gets taken down before picking up any kills. That's unfortunate there. I want to jump on board with Strovsky to see if he's going to use this purifier. Doesn't seem like he is, but Shock's also on the flank, which is couldn't find the kill there. Had to back off, as we see Strovsky just contesting this hard point at the moment. Just sitting back, knows that there's going to be players behind him, has to try and survive here. We'll be able to pick up one. The second one just pokes as he tries to reload cancel there. Gets taken down. Poseidon pushing from the top side, sees one to the right. We'll be able to pick up Bryce and try and get away. Doesn't quite, as he gets dropped. So we see Strovsky now. Just going to try and get up the top. Didn't quite, so he's just going to wall run across and look to go this garage side. There's a player behind him. Does get away nicely and get under the stairs. A little bit of communication goes a long way there for his team, as his teammates able to clean up that kill. We'll be able to find another one. There will be one more up top, but they're not going to worry about him, as Strovsky actually does go down. A couple of trophy systems up the top there for Rubiosity. Doesn't do a lot, but Shocks is here, tries to contest in, gets the kill, and uses that heat wave to his advantage in the hill. Strovsky could have used the purifier to add to the heat, but didn't quite there in the hill. Didn't decide to, trying to just clear him out with his own gun, but couldn't quite, as he gets taken down. 20 seconds left on this rotation. Only 20 points between the two teams at the moment. So I wouldn't want to give the entire amount of the time over to the team. Oh, Jangles is God, but Innovate Red, they just want this rotation. Rubiosity, he does have this spot for his team to get the spawns, but it just doesn't seem like it's the best spot to use. It just gets you spawning a little bit too far away from the hill. Poseidon currently has control of an Annihilator. We'll be able to pick up one kill. Now he's pushing towards the hard point. This is a better spot for him to be, as he's looking for these kills. He does get taken down, as the gravity spikes come in for Nero to take 2 down. Rubiosity got the team kill, which is not what you want. Strovsky does have a HCXD to use to break out into one of these hard points. I feel like he's going to try and use it in the underground, as Rubiosity goes down. Poseidon now pushing towards this hard point. 2 players there. Can he find any? In the COD timing, just getting him killed there, as he does get taken down. So the lead stretching back out. The purifier is available. Does hit one. There's one to his right. Only one kill there with the Purifier, which is unfortunate there, as Poseidon will be able to lock down that hard point for the last couple of seconds, but it's not going to matter too much. Knows there's one out the back. We'll be able to take that down, and now they're going to be trying to take down this sentry gun at the moment. And Nero picking up a double kill. Rubiosity is still down there trying to take down that sentry gun. It takes a lot of shots, does that sentry, and there we go. It gets taken down by Poseidon. Now they can start to contest this hard point as they're trying to push out from the house. Don't have the favorable spawns at the moment as the shots go out long, but missing there from Rubiosity. Takes down one there. Second shot goes in. Strovsky picks up a double, and now they're going to be able to take control of this hard point. Can they hold this for any decent amount of time? They probably need the next 15 seconds before the rotation if they want to come back into this match, as it looks like they will be able to get it. But they also need to rotate around underneath. This could be the time where Strovsky uses his HCXD while sitting on the last hard point. If he sits on there getting the scrap time, lying down, and uses the HCXD to clear out the next hard point, it helps his team on the rotation while still holding onto that scrap time that they desperately need here at this stage of the game. There's still 56 seconds left, and it's actually running out of time quite quickly. This could be a time limit game here on hardpoint, which is not something you see a lot. Poseidon is 39 and 31. Let's see what he can do. Just contesting this hard point as there we go. The HEXD goes in, breaks into the hard point. Fakin hits back with a double kill of his own. Strosky is there. Does he get the kill? No, he doesn't. Gets taken down. They do have the spawns though, the team of Innovate Red. Let's see if they can pick up the kills. They have to try and get these kills. They can't afford to just sit here and wait because the time is against them. There's still 13 seconds, Strovsky. They have to contest here. They have to just go. And Shocks will get one. Strovsky just sits in the corner and they're just running out of time. They don't have time to sit there and contest at the moment. It just doesn't work for them here, as Fakin will bring out the Tempest, and let's see if he can control this mid-section of the map. Missing that shot as Gunzel Liam coming in with a Hellstorm, taking out his teammate as well, as there's 13 seconds left on the timer. There's still time for the team of Innovate Red to come back, but they're going to have to hold it for a long, long time. They can't afford to just jump in and contest. They have to clear everyone off. They can't sit here and contest the entire time. Realistically, all that the team of Jangles is God need to do is just sit in the hard point, lie down and contest it, because that's going to force the team, there we go, the team of Innovate Red to lose due to the time limit being reached. And 214 or 143, a decent win.
Get back to boot camp.
So Nero with a big score, Gunzel Liam and Bryce not too far behind him. But definitely a quality game there between the two teams, and we'll see whether the team of Innovate Red can come back from that one. 41 and 36 from Poseidon, definitely a big game from him. But who knows? It's anything can happen coming up in the next game, because we have a search and destroy, and as we know, that game mode can bring things that you just don't expect to happen. But Nero 38 and 33, Gunzel Liam with 39 and 25, 41 and 36 for Poseidon, and 33 and 35 for Strovsky. They played extremely well, and I got to say that the team of Innovate Red just probably need to work on exactly where they position their anchor. It just seems their positioning of that spot isn't quite what it needs to be at the moment. Just picking the wrong spots at the wrong times, and the other team getting the better spawns. But for now, we are going to go to a quick break before the next match. So, guys, don't go anywhere, because a search and destroy between these two teams is coming up right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the ban and protects for Search and Destroy on Fringe, and it looks like the same first 5 bans or protects. Vesper gone, M8 protected, Shiva gone, Rapid Fire, Dual Wield all gone, Blast Suppressor gone, which will be interesting in Search and Destroy, Trip Mine taken out, and the last ban will be up to Rubiosity. Let's see what he decides to do. Awareness going to be taken down, possibly in response to that Blast Suppressor being taken out. You take that away, you take the awareness away, you try and minimize the damage done by the Blast Suppressor being banned, so you will be spotted out if you do use your boost abilities too much. But both teams opting for a Vision Pulse here early on. And that'll be interesting to see how they go. Rejack picked up by Nero. So the Scythe picked up from Poseidon. No real surprise there. He has been using that to great effect so far in this game. Overdrive also taken by Guns or Liam. Psychosis by Shocks. Kinetic Armor coming in from Faken. And we'll see Rubiosity yet again with the final pick. And he's going to go with the Overdrive, mirroring what Guns or Liam. I think you do need an Overdrive player every single time you play the Search and Destroy game type. Like, it just allows you to have so much presence on the map. Once you do get that, you can force pushes, you can negate pushes. If you can get into a good spot, good head glitch, something like that to shut down a push with that Overdrive on defense, then you can easily win your team the round just off that fact. So definitely going to be interesting to see how these two teams are going to play this one. As players just set up their creator class, I will remind everyone this is the Does Play 4v4 Pro Series. Grand Final for tonight. It is between Innovate Red, who are now on your left, up against the team of Jangles is God on your right. And we will see which team is going to be able to take this one down. It is currently 1-0 in favour of the team of Jangles is God. Now, as we wait for one more player, Poseidon, there to finish up his editing of his creator classes. We'll get into the score streaks. I don't believe any were banned or protected, so it shouldn't take too long. Every player should have their score streaks fairly well set up, or it shouldn't take them too long to get that done. But guys, remember that every Monday and Sunday, our 4v4 Pro Series will be being played, and make sure to tune into the streams every single Monday night. Hopefully for the semi-finals tonight, there were some issues with some forfeits, and therefore the semi-finals weren't streamed, just the grand final. But usually the semi-final and the grand final will be streamed every Monday night, and also on Sundays when we have a streamer available, we will bring you also the finals of the Sunday ODCs as well, all the way up to our final series. So guys, make sure to tune into the stream, follow the stream so you know exactly when all that stuff is coming up, and also make sure to jump into and play some of the comps that we have, because there is a comp every night for you guys to play. And it looks like the host has had to end the game for some sort of reason. We'll have to work out exactly what that one is.
One kill. Won't even hear
But
it
we,
coming.
yeah, I don't exactly know why they've ended the game, but we will find out for you guys. So while I do that, I may throw it to a quick break, and we'll come back into it before the game kicks off yet again. So guys, don't go anywhere, because we will be back into this game ASAP. Search and Destroy between Innovate Red and Jangles is God. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Straight into the game. And we have Jangles is God up against Innovate Red. They're currently in the lead, and we are on board with them. But we might swap over and see exactly how Innovate are going to try and push this hill. This bomb site. As it looks like Poseidon trying to use that smoke, pushing through. Shocks has gone down. So is Poseidon now, and Strovsky is near the B. Bomb site player is there, and he gets taken down. All the players go down.
Bring your A game. Switching operation ready point.
And we'll see the first round go over to the team of Jangles is God. As just going to hopefully fix up that little typo that was in the game. And a nice little spot there from Guns or Liam to try and get the scope over into mid, but didn't quite, as we'll see what his team can do. Pushing across towards this B side. Bryce looking very long, along with Fakin, who has the Dingo Thermal. As he does get naded out, but he's going to have to back off that one as he gets tagged. He's going to be safe for now, as a very slow round between these two teams at the moment. It does seem that the defensive side has a big advantage on this map, and Rubiosity going to take down Fakin, but Bryce is going to pick up one, pick up two. He's going to get his HCXD because he's 4-0 at the moment, and it looks like Nero's also going to plant to try and get his streaks close to being completed, as he now only needs one more kill, sitting back-to-back there. Shocks is the last alive in a 1v3 situation. He's also got that bomb to defuse, so he has to check every corner. He knows there's a player there, and he gets taken down. Guns of Liam coming around the side. And a 2-0 there to the team of Jangles is God, starting off well. There's a nice kill there to clean up the end of that round. 2-0 now in the search and destroy. We'll see how far they can take this one.
Protect the objectives.
As we're going to be watching Bryce. He's going to take out the HCXT. He's on defense, but we'll see how he runs this one as he's just checking out that side, trying to poke up and find those red dots. We'll be able to see one. Is he going to be able to find the kill there? It's going to be a player to his right, and it gets taken down. And no kill with the HCXD, but they do know where the players are at least. As Rubiosity, did he see that player? I'm not sure if he did. Just poke his head up there. Has to get away from that one. As he's going to rotate back towards mid, and yet another slow early part of this round. It does seem that Strovsky's going to try and make something happen over this B-bomb. They need to try and push at the moment, but it just doesn't seem like they have the opportunity to. It's been locked down very nicely, but they will be able to find one as 3 players go down from the team of Innovate Red, 2 from the team of Jangles is God. Now Shocks yet again in a clutch situation, as he's trying to push his way over towards this A-bomb site. He does have bomb, but the player is going to poke, and Nero taking that kill down.
Bring it.
And nice work there by Nero. Just pushed up against the wall. Knew he had cover from behind, so he only had the 2 doors to check, and was easily able to pick up that kill. So a 3-0 start. Jangles is God starting off very, very well.
Eliminate the objective.
And we'll see how both of these teams are going to attack this one, because it does seem like the team of Jangles is God has a very, very big advantage. And it's going to be interesting. Faken actually pokes out. He gets taken down, but Nero's going to be able to find one. So Bryce is going to find that kill. As they are here, there's 2 players around the side. Nero gets taken down. Bryce had already pushed through. Couldn't help his teammate. And a good little push there by whoever that was, the player from the Innovate Red squad that got that kill. Nice work by him, as Bryce is still on bomb. He has bomb, but he also has a counter UAV, I believe that is, as he just checks out, doesn't get the kill there, doesn't even spot the players. He's going to try and go over this side, but I believe he's been spotted out. Gunsel Lamb is trying to hold this mid side. Will be able to get the headshot, but does get taken out. He was trying to hold B while Bryce rotated around, but Bryce just wasn't quick enough to get there and support him while he tried to put this bomb down. He has to try and find one kill. He can't go for this plant while there's 2 players up, because they'll just poke and take him down. And even if they do get taken down, the other player will have easily enough time to rotate across and get the kill. He just needs to plant now. He needs to get the kill and plant. Didn't have time to waste there. Shocks probably won't get there anyway, but Bryce probably should have planted straight away rather than hesitating, because Shocks could have definitely been a little bit closer. Bryce has streaks, so sits himself in a good position at the moment. Doesn't look like he wants to use those streaks just yet. They are 3-0 up, so he might want to use them to close out the game later on in this one, as Shocks is pushing up. Can he find this kill? Doesn't seem like it. He has been hurt, and he gets taken down. 4-0. Shocks just took too long to get to the bomb site and work out which side it was planted on, so he could work out exactly where that bomb player was going to be. He just worked his way all the way around. If you check where the bomb is first, you can cut out half the map and go, he's definitely not over that side. He's going to be in one of these 2, 3, maybe 4 spots, and it just takes a lot less time to get yourself around the map. Nero yet again has that HCXD. Let's see what he can do with it. He looks like he's going to go back towards mid. Didn't see anyone, but he's got the call out from his team that there's going to be players over this side. Sees 2 of them, and he should be able to get the double. Doesn't get any, as it doesn't connect with any kills. 1 player from both teams going down so far, and I've got to say, Bryce, if he used that Hellstorm right now, he'd probably get a double at the end. of the train yard, but doesn't seem like that's the case. So Bryce, 8-0 at the moment, just doing huge work for his team. And Innovate Red just struggling here a little bit at the moment. Poseidon working his way through towards this A side. Trying to make something happen, trying to break in. He will be able to find Fake in there. Pushes back towards Bomb. There will be a player there watching it. The nade comes in. Do they avoid it? They both do, it looks like. And we'll jump on board with Nero, who's in a 1v3. Bryce was taken down, so Nero, he does have reject available. Is going to be able to use that one to try and get away. Knows there's a player behind him. We'll be able to find that. Couldn't slide away quick enough. And Poseidon's able to shut that round down. Get the kill and make sure this one at least isn't a whitewash for now. As Poseidon picks up the final kill there with the M8. Nice work by him. He's got 4 attachments there.
Switching operation ready point.
4-1 now as Innovate Red try and come back somewhat.
Eliminate the objectives.
But it does look like Jangles has got have fairly good control around this this map, but it is fairly defensive. We'll see what Faking can do now. He has been able to get into mid fairly easily. Does get taken down. Strovsky gets 2, gets 3. Big plays there by Strovsky to pick up a 3-piece and force Gunsel Liam now in a 1v4 situation with Bomb nowhere near him. This one is almost over already. Lots of shots going out. Not connecting with a lot. Trying to push back. And I'm actually... yeah, that's interesting that they didn't chase. But to be honest, they don't need to. They can just sit on the bombs. They know exactly where Bomb is. All 4 of them can just sit around it. If they try and run at him and chase him, he gets 1 kill, makes it a 1v3. Just makes that a little bit easier. Gunsel Liam, he needs to work his way around the map, and he needs to know that the other team has sight of this bomb, and there's no real way he can get in, and Strovsky's actually going to pick up that kill and the ace for that round for himself. So he's going to be able to pick 4 kills up for himself that round, playing extremely well. And takes that kill. Long barrel grip, quick draw on the VMP. Seems to be the deadly combo, and 4 kills that round. Shows that this Innovate Red team can definitely still come back here in this round. It is currently, 6-5 for Strovsky, who we're on board with at the moment. Still got that VMP. He does have a HCXD to use to possibly clear out this bomb site if he wants to try and do that. But they just have used smokes to push into this one, it looks like. As Poseidon has pushed up all the way onto Bomb. He doesn't have Bomb. Strovsky gets taken down by a nade. As Nero goes down. Rubiosity looking for that long nade down the bottom. Doesn't get a tag, but knows there's a player now in the red hut. Shots go out. Shox is going to be able to pick up 1. Gunsel takes down 1, and it looks like Rubiosity is going to be able to pick up a kill as Shox sees 1 in the corner there, looking for the kill, but can't quite, and Faking going to pick up the kill. I'm not sure what gun he was using there. The Man of War with the reflex, high caliber, long barrel, quick draw, and stock. Now, there's not many weapons that get kitted out more than that. That was always going to pick up that kill, and 5-2 becomes the score. Only 1 more round needed for Jangles to come and get that 6th round and clean up the map and put the game to a 2-2. And this is a good push by Gunsel Liam. He's got all the way into the enemy team spawn with the use of overdrive, as he's going to put the headshot on 1. Bryce has also got through mid as he's working his way around the back, and they have taken down 2 players. Rubiosity now knows that he has to get these kills as Shox also tries to rotate. They know that they're going to be on this bomb site, but can he poke out? The vision pulse comes into play, and Bryce is able to take down 1, and there's the second one. 6-2, and Nero actually takes down his teammate to get this kill. And only 2 bullets needed to get a double kill there, but Nero picks it up, and a 6-2 scoreline. A very dominant game by the team of Jangles is God. Innovate Red doing doing a lot of work to get
One shot,
into this grand
one
final,
kill.
but at the moment they're just
Won't even
struggling
hear
to
coming.
get anything going. And uplink will be coming up next, though, so things can definitely change in the uplink and the capture the flag. Completely different game types to the hardpoint and the search and destroy. And Bryce, 11-2. We saw him start off just amazingly well and continued that on. 11-2 was a huge score for him, and that is a very impressive game from the team of Jangles is God. But for now, we are going to go to a quick break. So, guys, don't go anywhere, because when we do come back, we will have an uplink for you between these two teams here in the Does Play 4v4 Pro Series Grand Final. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're into Ban and Protects for uplink on Infection. And the Vespa being banned out very quickly by Faken yet again. The third time we've seen that, and the M8 being protected, the Shiva being banned. So the same first three bans coming out from the teams that we've seen on the last two maps. Overdrive this time is going to be taken away by Gunzel. So waiting for Rubiosity and Nero to look for their bans. Rapid Fire yet again taken away. 6 cents this time. Going to be another perk banned off. Haven't seen it a great deal so far in this game, but definitely could be a big player if it is allowed maybe in the next map if we get that far. Trip Mine also banned. We'll see the final ban. Shock charges going to be taken away. Stop people chucking shock charges on that uplink respawn point, so you can't push through for those sneaky caps and don't get stuck in the middle of the map. Active camo taken away by is going to be picked up by Shocks, annihilated by Poseidon, a Scythe and a Vision Pulse on the other side by Faken and Gunzalium. Rejack picked up by Nero. I'll be surprised if there's no active camo or glitch from the team of Jangles' God. But they don't go with it. They go with the Annihilator, which is not something I was expecting. Kinetic Armor picked up by Rubiosity, and Scythe picked up from Strovsky. I was expecting that. Annihilator, I think, on both teams. Probably not the gun we would be expecting to see. Sorry, not the specialist we'd be expecting to see. Definitely would have expected an active camo or a psychosis or a glitch, something along those lines with that uplink ball. Definitely going to be something to come into play, especially since Overdrive was taken off the table in the bans and protects. So I'm surprised that they didn't go with it. Active camo was obviously picked up by Shocks, but it was Vision Pulse on the other side that was picked up, which I'm not sure if that really counts as that active camo when it's on. It can be just easy caps there for that one. And the kinetic armor also, if you can pick up that ball, use kinetic armor on top of the armor that the uplink drone gives you, that is just a huge amount of health that you can just run through the other team with. So they're going to have to be good with the rejack at certain points with the uplink ball, and maybe even using that Annihilator to good use in the Vision Pulse to work out where the other team is before they go and pick up that uplink ball. But I definitely think that the team of Innovate Red have selected their specialists a little bit better. Could have probably improved with the Annihilator pick. I don't think that really has a place in the uplink game mode when you've already got a Scythe on your team, but it can definitely work for you if you just want to slay out with your Scythe while your teammates with the active camo and kinetic armor just go hard with those captures. So we'll see how both teams are going to play it. Editing score streaks now, and we'll get into this game as quickly as we possibly can. So, getting into the game, and I'm going to be interested to see how these teams are going to play off the bat. Obviously, we're going to be looking at M8s for probably, I'd say, 4 out of the 8 players here in the game. It looks like Fakin's going to go with the Dredge. Gunsel and Nero, I believe, are both running the M8, and Bryce has the VMP. So he's the only one with the subby at the moment. We've got an M8 for Shocks here. Rubiosity also with the M8, the VMP, and another M8 for Poseidon as well. So 3 players go down. Poseidon's able to pick up a 2-piece. And Bryce is going to have to be on the defensive side. Shocks is going through with the uplink player who is next to him at the moment. Shots go out. Shocks able to take down one, and the point goes through already for the team of Innovate Red. As I just bring that up on your screen. Strovsky wasn't able to pick that up. That did get taken down. Rubiosity now looking for another throw. Does get the throw, but doesn't connect with the points there. And that one's going to miss. Nero is going to try and run this one down the left side. No one's spawning up on that side at the moment, so he should be able to run through this one fairly uncontested, or at least get out to this side, wait for his teammates to come up. There was a player waiting there. He needed to know that there was going to be someone waiting on a head glitch like that. And Rubiosity is just going to back off that one because the ball has respawned in mid. There's going to be a player right to his right. Is he going to be able to see him? Doesn't look like it at this moment. Tries to push through. The player's able to pick up the kill. Shocks goes down. Poseidon is there to pick up 1 kill as the uplink ball has been taken and thrown, but not able to connect with any points there at the moment. As we'll jump on board with Poseidon. He's going to be the one trying to run this uplink drone looking towards this left side. Rubiosity watching that middle cut. No one there at the moment. As he's now pushed up, there is going to be a player at that middle cut, and Poseidon is in a bad spot. So he's going to throw that off the edge of the map, make sure that the other team wasn't able to get anything going. And Shox is actually picking up a 2-piece. Let's see if he can pick up a 3-piece. Yes, he can, as he takes down Guns or Liam. Now trying to push up even further. Player right next to him does pick up some tags, but not enough to get the kill. The L-Car coming in strong. Therefore, Fake and Bryce able to pick up some shots with that M8. So does Poseidon in reply. And yet again, Poseidon just cleaning up with his M8 at the moment, taking down Bryce, looking for even more kills over on this left side. Are the players going to be able to push this one? Looks like that ball has been put out for 15, possibly. I'm not 100% sure on the reset time in this game. But we will see how the teams are going to play it. Strovsky going to push around this right side and just try and clear a path for his teammates if they can get this uplink ball going. Rubiosity does see a couple in mid, and a player right in front of him does take him down. Strovsky putting out a few stuns, but not going to be able to connect with much, as Poseidon's going to be able to pick up that one. Looking for the second kill. Doesn't quite. Strovsky also going down. Rubiosity 1 and 6 at the moment. Just struggling, and all 4 players are going to drop. We're going to jump on board with Guns or Liam. See if he can get these points on the board. As he's going to fake him out by going inside, going outside, and picking up the 1-pointer to level the scores. As Rubiosity yet again slides in. We'll be able to find a kill there on Fakin, as he's now trying to push through with his teammate, who is currently on the uplink ball at the moment. That's going to be Shox, and he's actually going to jump himself through for a 2-pointer there. Nice work to pick up that kill. They were able to just get on the counter cap. As all 4 players pushed into their spawn, they were able to clear them out, push up, get the cap, get the grab out of mid, and then just push through, get them a couple more kills, and just go on a tear as Poseidon does get taken down. Rubiosity's actually out this right side, going to reset that one, waiting for his teammates to catch up to him here at the moment. And Rubiosity does pick up one, knows that there's going to be a player pushing him, but just turns at the wrong time and gets taken down. So Poseidon knows there's one in the middle, just jumps, and Nero able to pick up that kill with the VMP. Now Strovsky is going to be behind him, picks up one, looking for kills now over this left side in the stable. But it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to pick up the kill. There's going to be players pushing across towards mid as they're just trying to work their way all the way through for some points, and they do. Nice last-second cap there from the team of Jangles who's got it. I'm not sure about that rejack. That probably wasn't necessary with 16 seconds left to go in the round. So 3-3 after 5 minutes here. See how all these players are going to work with the next little bit. Looks to me like Fast Hands was the only perk Strovsky was running there, which definitely interesting. As I might jump on board with him and have a look exactly what he's running. He's running the M8 with the L-Car, Concussion, Fast Hands, and 2 primary gunfighters. So he's got 5 attachments on his weapon. Reflex and plus 4 others as shots go out. He actually gets taken down while trying to use his scythe, not getting any kills. Poseidon will be able to find one. Rubiosity found the other, but there's 2 more in mid, and Nero was able to just clean up a kill and hold that mid position. So the team of Innovate Red wasn't able to control that uplink ball and get away, as Shox does pick up one, but gets taken down trying to get away with that. With the uplink drone, as Strovsky is there, tried to pick up the kill. But now Rubiosity has control of this uplink drone, tries to push through this side. They need to get that kill. They did. Can they get this ball through the uplink goal? And it doesn't look like it at the moment as shots go out. Wasn't able to pick it up. Rubiosity now pushing through mid. Going to be a player further up the ground, and it looks like Strovsky does pick up one. Can he get away from the third? Couldn't quite. He does go down. Rubiosity is there to pick up one kill. There is a second player there. Did that ball go out? That is the question. It does look like it's well out of the map there into the forest. And that does mean that there's going to be a little bit of a wait before that ball resets back towards the middle. Both teams looking to try and control mid and get control of it somewhat, as Shox does pick up one kill, and Nero actually only taking out his teammate there. So 2 players down now, as Rubiosity looking for kills in mid. Strovsky is there to pick up kills from the left. They're trying to work it around this side. Strovsky will find one. There's a second player here trying to find the second one, but Poseidon picked it up before he could get the kill. As Strovsky now tries to get away, just got thrown the ball at the wrong time as he gets taken down. Gunzel Liam gets dropped. Going to jump on board with Shox. He tried to go for the throw. Rubiosity is there. Can he get the kills? Doesn't seem like he can. Kinetic armor not going to be enough to make him survive and get any caps going down. And just miscommunication here from Innovate Red, not getting them the points that they probably deserve on the board at the moment. So the reset is going to be real. And we'll see Shox get some shots out, but not enough to pick up any sort of kill. Strovsky does get taken down. Poseidon now the last one up. Can he stop this cap from going through? Finds one. Is he going to look inside the church? There's going to be one there to take him down. And it does look like Nero should be able to go through, and it looks like he's going to go through for the 2 as well, as he does jump out. He had the rejack available to him as well, so there was no problems there. But there's now a Guardian in mid, as he gets taken down by Shox. Going to be able to try and get away from that one. Interesting that the Guardian didn't affect him as he jumped away from that. As now it's going to be Strovsky trying to push in.
They have the satellite drone.
There's going to be players there, but he has to back off that contest. Didn't want to push into mid with the submachine gun. And Shox actually comes into contact with a player on that right side. The L-Car, interesting choice of weapon at the moment for Rubiosity. We'll have a look what he's got. He's got the M8. Probably could have been using that instead. And Faking going to get a 2-piece. Shox looking for another kill as Faking gets a 3-piece in the end. And he's just going to be able to push through. He's got the dredge and the points go through from Brycey. He's got the M8. Going to be able to pick up another kill. And the lead has extended. 4-7 is now the score. As we see Fakin just pushing backwards now, trying to find these kills. We'll be able to find one. Has to reload the L-Car, looking for the second kill. Teammates are there to support him and get the kills as they pick up kills left, right, and center. And now Fakin has streaks available to him. He's got a sentry gun, and he's got the Hellstorm ready to go. As more points are going to go through. And it does not look good here for the team of Innovate Red. Possibly a 3-0 grand final here if they don't step up their game and get some points on the board. 38 seconds left to go here in this one. And they're just pushing up, just getting all the kills at the moment the team of Jangles has got. And they didn't even need Jangles to play here in this one. As we see the Hellstorm come out, there's 3 players on the map. Can he get all 3? Just going to find 2, Rubiosity and Poseidon. They're the 2 AR players, so they should be able to push this one all the way through. Nero's the one with the uplink drone. He's going to go through and put it beyond doubt. 11 seconds, and Jangles is going to take out the grand final here for the Does Play 4v4 Pro Series, and rejack coming in even for Nero to make sure he doesn't die at the end, but he did just before the round ended. But still a dominant game from him, and Jangles is God is going to clean up the final game and sweep the series in a 3-0 fashion. A very, very good game by both teams, but Innovate Red, they just weren't quite up to what the team of Jangles has got, but able to put out. They definitely still will be, obviously, in the Pro Series next week, and on Sunday, which means they can work on a few things throughout the week, maybe jump into some of the free-to-play comps that we offer here on Does Play, work on their shot, work on their rotations, play some scrims, and see if they can get back to this point, get back to the grand final on Sunday or even on Monday next week, and we'll see whether they have improved from there. They definitely have a few things that they could work on, especially in that hard point, just working out exactly where they need to be for each rotation and where their anchor needs to sit, because a couple of times it just looked like they had a plan. It just wasn't the right way to go about it. They were just spawning a little bit too far away from the hills. Their search and destroy, they just need to be working on getting those crosses a little bit more. They were trying to just contest straight up and go through the choke points that they had. They needed to be trying to spread out a little bit more across the map, get crosses, know that if your teammate dies somewhere, you can have vision of that and get the trade every single time. They just drop too many times in quick succession, and often in big numbers, 2 pieces coming out from the other team, stuff like that. And you know, the uplink, I thought they played it all right, but the other team was able to get the slaying power over them, which was unfortunate. They just needed to control mid a little bit better, but that's something that, you know, you just got to work on over time. But definitely was a good game between the two sides. And I got to say, Ostrovsky played extremely well for his team all night. Poseidon 28 and 21 also played well for the losing team, but Fakin 31 and 19, 21 and 16 from Bryce, and 4 caps from Nero. Big plays by all of them. Gonzalium got a throw through, also 18 and 18, just doing his job there for his team. And that team of Jangles has got definitely deserved the win here tonight. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It has been a pleasure bringing you this broadcast. And until next time, guys, I've been Lockdog, and I will catch you later.